This is John Loughran Viewed Your Profile. This episode's guest is Monique Michowski from Frontline Medical Communications. Happy fall, y'all, and happy football season. If you're wondering why I'm wearing sunglasses, it's so that you can't see my eyes as I read this script. It's a little veteran trick of the trade. Anyway, I guess the silver lining of summer coming to an end is that the weather gets cooler and football season is upon us, and also fall soccer season. This year, my 10-year-old is playing travel ball, which is more of a commitment than I ever could have imagined. She has practice twice a week at night under the lights. My 8-year-old has practice one night. They do hip hop dancing on Fridays. And they both have games on Saturdays and some Sundays. Throw in back to school and homework, plus football pools and having to watch as many games as possible. There just isn't that many hours in the day. But it's all good. It's keeping me busy. There's hardly ever a dull moment. And when there is, something in my house is usually kind enough to break and need me to fix it. In sad news, my favorite comedian of all time, Norm Macdonald, recently passed away after a long battle with cancer, which no one knew about because he kept it private. Norm has been a big influence on me, as I've loved him ever since he did Weekend Update on Saturday Night Live when I was a teenager. Not only was he a great stand-up comedian, but he might have been at his best spontaneously as a guest on late-night talk shows. If you aren't familiar with his work, go on YouTube and give it a search. Look up his appearances on Letterman and Conan O'Brien. I promise it'll be worth your time. I was happy to see the outpouring of love and respect for Norm from Hollywood and his peers upon his passing. Also, lots of texts with buddies as they know I was a big fan. Note to self, if you haven't seen it, check out the movie Dirty Work. It's good stuff. So rest in peace, Norm, and thank you for all the laughs. Okay, as Norm said in one of his stand-up bits about diseases, enough of this grimness. Back to exciting fall things. The AMM has an in-person event coming up, which I'm going to talk to my guest about in more detail. She is Monique Michowski is Director of Business Development at Frontline Medical Communications, a recent Nexus Award winner, and highly involved with the AMM. Welcome, Monique.
Hi, John. Thanks for having me.
Oh, anytime, anytime. First things first, how was your summer? Did you do anything cool?
It went fast. I had a lot of great times. We didn't do anything in particular that was special, but we enjoyed our backyard, our home, our family.
Very nice.
It went too fast.
Very nice, very nice. Did I hear that you have a dog in your room?
I do have a dog in my room. His name is Midas. He's right. Midas. Here.
He stepped out there. There he is. There he is. Yeah.
There he is. He's going to be 9. He's a golden retriever. Love of my life.
Awesome, awesome. Let's see. My little pooch. Let me unplug my computer so I can. What happened? There we go. Mine is. Can you see her? She's sleeping.
Oh yeah. I see a little pumpkin.
Yeah, that's Millie, my Yorkie. She's sleeps in the office. Hopefully the doorbell doesn't ring at all during this because then she'll bark.
Mm-hmm.
But
same here.
Dogs are the best though. They keep us sane.
Yes, they do.
All right, cool. So it sounds like you had a good summer.
How about you?
It was good. It flew by. I mean, It absolutely flew by. Our kids were in camp. We did a week at the shore. Nothing too earth-shattering. We are now back into full swing soccer and dance and school and homework and all that jazz. So
when you do a week at the shore, which shore do you go to?
I think I talk about this in many episodes, so I'm starting to think people don't actually watch this stuff. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. We do Point Pleasant, New Jersey.
Oh, okay. So I'm in Toms River.
Okay.
I spent a lot of time in Point Pleasant.
Nice. I love Point Pleasant. Toms River is, don't they have good Little League baseball there?
We do. We grow them here.
Nice. Very cool. So yeah, so Point Pleasant, I mean, I blinked and that week flew by, but it was nice. And now it's fall, it's starting to get cooler weather-wise, and also cooler from an event standpoint. I think we've got some stuff to talk about. We've got a very cool thing going on with the AMM coming up, which I know you were heavily involved in helping to plan.
Yes. So we have a cocktail party coming up on October 14th.
Yes.
It is going to be an outdoor event. It's on a rooftop. It's called the Hotel Hugo. They are downtown, not far from the Holland Tunnel. They're on Greenwich in the corner of Spring. But what's great about it is for this event, we're going to have the place to ourselves. And should there be inclement weather, there's a place to go inside. But the idea that we have a whole rooftop to ourselves for private event from 4 to 7 p.m. We decided to go a little earlier because COVID, New York City, any kind of concerns people might have, we tried to address in planning this party. We also thought about, the fact that we can't do bowling for breast cancer or another event like that. We had ideas about doing billiards, being indoors, but with the variant and everything going on, we wanted to do something that we wanted everybody to feel comfortable. And if you're vaccinated and comfortable and you want to see everybody, this is a great opportunity to get together with our colleagues.
Awesome. I'm looking forward to it. It sounds like it's going to be a great time. I hear you've personally sampled the margaritas at the venue.
I did. I have very high standards when it comes to margaritas, so it passed my test. And
okay.
So that is a signature cocktail that we'll be having.
Nice. No problem.
And we'll also have hors d'oeuvres, and it's open bar. It's a little different than any other event we've done in the past, but we really wanted to encourage our colleagues to come out and not have any kind of pressure on them in terms of, bidding on prizes or, it's really to get us together.
Yeah.
And fortunately, we have, some sponsors that are helping with the price of admission. So we have Frontline, who's been very generous in donating towards this. We have some others. I'm not exactly sure who they are yet, but I know there's some others. And
as long as you got the Frontline plug in,
yeah.
You're good.
Exactly. Yeah. So, but I have to say that so many of the different companies in our industry are very generous, and they always are there to help out. We've got the Haymarkets and the other, Elsevier and other companies that help out. So
absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, it's a great industry that we're in, and everybody loves these events. So it's exciting to have something on the books that's in person, and hopefully we get a great turnout.
Right,
and
right. I know the committee I work with is very excited about this, and they were very, very thoughtful about the whole party, because we really did take in consideration how people would feel about traveling, about being with other people. So, my co-chair is Yvette McFarland, Tom Boyle,
yep.
And then we've just got a great committee that support us. So it's been.
Yeah, I hear the people. I hear the people
effort.
on those. I hear the people on those committees are pretty stand-up people. I myself being one.
Yeah, stand-up people.
Thank you.
They
Thank
really
you.
Are.
Yeah. No, I know a lot went into the whole process, lots of surveys and everything. And, I think
Michelle and Todd are great to work with. So it's just, so everyone I've talked to is excited about it.
Yeah. Awesome.
So I hope that any of the 3 or 4 people who watch this.
Yeah. 3 or 4. It's you're in the ballpark.
We'll consider coming to, because I will say it will fill up quickly, because we are limited to the amount of people we can have. I want to say we're limited to 100, where typically we get about 200.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. So if you're interested in attending, register quickly, because
you'll be shut out.
Because you'll be shut out. Mm-hmm. Good to know. All right. I got to get on my registration then.
Yes.
All right, very cool. So I'm looking forward to this event. All right, let's talk a little bit about you then.
Okay.
The premise of this is that I kind of stalked your LinkedIn profile and want to know a little bit about your career and stuff. You have a very extensive profile. You do a very good job. You do a much better job than I do, where mine just basically has job titles and not much else. you have a description on your profile where you describe yourself as self-motivated and pride yourself on your creativity, being goal-oriented, the ability to build and maintain relationships, to communicate, and being able to deliver, which is important. So is that what makes you the success that you are?
And John, I probably wrote that when I was looking for a job. But I would say it does describe me, as I am goal-oriented. I think of myself as creative. In my first life, I was an art director. I was an art director for 10 years. So that's where that creativity comes in. I was in medical publishing. So it was a big jump for me.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, very cool, very cool. So you mentioned Michelle earlier, Michelle from AMM, Michelle and
Right.
Todd. I was talking to her. She said something to me that she told me you had a motto, and I wrote down that you had a motto, but I forgot what it was.
Okay, so what I told Michelle that a long time ago when I first got into sales, I decided to treat my clients like friends and my friends like clients.
That's,
if you kind of know what I mean.
yeah.
There's a lot of times that people aren't always the same in their life.
Yeah. No, that's definitely the one that she told me.
Right.
That rings a bell.
And I have to tell you, in my very long history in this industry, I have many friends that are on the client side. I've been to weddings and baby namings and showers, and very good friends that have come through this, this career of mine.
Nice. Very nice. No, it's important to like the people you work with. We have to, we spend a lot of time together. That's why these events are so well attended, is because everybody truly enjoys each other's company. So, so that's great. That's a good motto. I think I follow that as well. All right. So you mentioned that you were an art director for 10 years. I was looking at your profile. Where did you go to school? Is that what you went to school for?
I went to Parsons School Design.
Okay.
So I went for communication design, and when I got out of school, I immediately went into editorial design. So I first worked for PC Magazine, Popular Photography, and eventually ended up at Medical Economics. And that's where my life changed.
So how did you switch over to the sales side?
Well, I was very attracted to the salespeople. I liked them. I liked their personalities, the way they dressed, their creativity. My art friends would say, "Oh, stay away from the suits. You're going to the dark side." But I actually really enjoyed working with them, collaborating with them. There was a short time that I worked in a small office in Plainsboro. I worked with a group of guys and women that were sales who included me in a lot of their events, and also their, when they were looking to create some type of prototype, and would share with me what their goal was. And I really found it very interesting. And when I thought about my life and what I really wanted to do, I thought, this is where I want to be. I want to be on the sales side. I enjoy being able to work with people to support what they need. I'm a much better, I'm much better. I take no better than I take. I'm not very good at saying no, but I can hear no. I can hear no 100 times and know there's going to be a yes. But anybody who knows me, it's very hard for me to say no. Hence, I'm on this committee and I do a lot of other things. So
it sucks hearing no, but I think that's a very good skill to have, is the ability to actually be able to take no for an answer. Sometimes it's
I mean, no doesn't always mean no. No means no, not this one.
Right.
So let's talk about what where it's going to be yes. So very cool, very cool. So what I know you said you worked on medical economics for a while. What do you currently work on? I currently work on Chest Physician, which is the official newspaper for CHEST, the American College of Chest Physicians. I sell print and digital media. Also work very closely with the agencies and brand teams in creating more customized programs that are, going to help them with their strategic initiatives. So, and I love it.
Very cool. Well, you must do a good job, because I mentioned in the open that you're a recent Nexus Award winner. Can you talk a little bit about that experience for you?
That was it was during COVID, the height of COVID. It was April of 2020. So nobody was going anywhere. So it was the first remote, awards. And it was kind of funny because I did say this when I was interviewed afterwards, that every year I would go, because I've been in this industry for a very long time. And I would, in my head, I'd say, what would I say if I won? Maybe. And I said I was the self-proclaimed, Susan Lucci of our industry. And, but anyway, that day I was home, and coincidentally, my entire family was here because it was COVID, and, getting ready to watch it. And my husband said, aren't you going to put lipstick on? I'm like, why? And then I realized, this could be it. And then it was it. And I was like, oh, of all days, like it was the one time I truly wasn't prepared.
Wow.
But it was really very nice. And I'm grateful, and it meant a lot to me.
Yeah.
So, and I, because I have been doing this a long time, and I do love this industry, and to be recognized is such a nice thing.
Yeah, well, I think you passed the Susan Lucci baton over to me. Hopefully, I'll be the next one to pass that along to somebody else, because I'm dying to win it. And the more I say it on these things, hopefully people will nominate me, and that's awesome. It's a great honor, and congratulations. And
thank you.
I know you're very beloved in the industry, so it doesn't surprise me.
I have to say, when I look at all the people who won before me, and even after me, they're just all, I always looked at the people who won prior, like, what could I do to be more like them? Yeah. How do I get to be like them? So.
Well, that's good. That's good goals to have, to want to be like people who get that type of recognition. So, okay, in addition to being a Nexus Award winner, I know you devote a lot of time to AMM, which we talked about, and you're involved in a lot of the committees for the events and stuff. It looks like you also do some other volunteer work as well. Do you want to tell the people a little bit?
I'm a volunteer for an organization in Ocean and Monmouth County called Hope Sheds Light. And Hope Shed Light it was created by three men who unfortunately lost their sons to drug addiction and opioids. And they felt like there needed to be a place that people who could go, who are impacted by drug addiction and other addictions, where they can talk to others that they can relate to, that they could find help. So they created this organization. They do fundraising every year with big events and walks. And so I have a very good friend who spearheads this and asked me to be a part of it. And I've been doing this now for 3 years. It's very, it's an important, it's just important. And I'm happy to be able to do whatever I can to help support them. And so if, they're having a big event and I can get people to go or donate, that's what I do.
That's awesome. That's great. That's, volunteering for anything is fantastic, and that sounds like a very, very worthy cause. So that's great to hear. All right, so you're kind of a jack of a lot of trades. Under accomplishments on your profile, I don't know if I'm reading this correctly, but it just says Italian. Does that mean can you speak Italian?
I can. I'm not as good as I once was because I haven't been able to go back in a while, but I used to be able to speak enough that I could really communicate when I was there. Italy is one of my favorite places in the world. And it was funny when I was listening or reading Alyssa's profile, that the recent Nexus winner. She was talking about her favorite places, and I was like, oh my God, she could be me. When she was talking about the Amalfi Coast and all of that, I was like, oh my God, that's very similar. But yes, in fact, I'm just in the process of trying to convince my husband to take a trip, even though right now it's probably not the best time. Then again, airfares are really low.
Yeah.
Crowds, they're not big crowds, so maybe it's time.
So just say that the bartender at the AMM happy hour speaks Italian and you have to order a drink in Italian. How would you do that?
Let's say, it's kind of like Margarita, por favore.
That works. That works.
Mhm.
Very good. Very good. So other than volunteering and speaking Italian, what are some of the other things that you like to do in your spare time?
I paint.
Oh, very nice.
I paint with acrylics, watercolors. I like to paint dogs. I am on the bridge and board. Or the board of governors of our local yacht club. So I can't even believe I'm that. And I have 3 children that kind of need some coaching. They're 21, 24, and 26.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Exciting.
So,
What's the breakout? Do you have boys, girls?
A boy and 2 girls.
Boy and 2 girls.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
How were the teenage years with the girls? Because that's something I'm coming up on soon that I'm a little nervous about.
Boys are much easier.
Yeah.
They're easier.
Great.
Mm-hmm. But you know what? It all gets easier as they get older. At least that's what I'm told.
Nice. Did you do any of the paintings behind you? Or those?
Yes, I did. Well, not these over here. Let's see, I can show you. In fact, this one. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah.
This is in Ischia in Italy. It's a small island off of Naples.
Very nice.
And then my favorite subject is Michael Lee.
That's awesome. Wow, that is really, really good.
Thank you.
Very nice. Very nice. Longtime viewers of John Loughran Viewed Your Profile will know that I painted this portrait right up here of Nick Foles, Super Bowl MVP for the Eagles. I also painted Bryce Harper hitting a home run for the Phillies. I like to paint as well. I find it
really
very enjoyable. Yeah.
Wow.
I don't get to do it as much as I used to.
Those are beautiful.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Very cool. Very cool. So you got a lot of cool hobbies, a lot of stuff keeping you busy. Anything else?
I think the same with you.
Yeah.
Because you have 3 kids?
I have 2 kids. I have two daughters.
Mm-hmm.
My oldest just turned 10. My youngest is going to be 8 in about 2 weeks. They keep me extremely busy with their activities and just their personalities and running around, and so it's good time. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Never a dull moment.
Nope.
There's always something going on.
That's great.
Yeah. So this is going very quick, and I mean, I think we're already almost near a half hour. Is there anything else that you would want the world to know about Monique Michowski?
No, I think I've said it all. I said there's not much more, but I am, I'm very happy that you invited me to do this and to talk about the cocktail party on October 14th. It's from 4 to 7 p.m. It's at the Hotel Hugo, and you can register online at AMM. And I hope that everybody who can comes out, because it'd be great to see people in person again.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's great. That was perfect. You rehearsed that well to end with that plug. It was great. And
you know what? I'm a big fan of Howard Stern. I listen to the interviews all the time. So.
Oh yeah, very good. I used to be a huge Howard. I mean, I haven't been in my car all that much.
That's the thing. It's not being in the car.
Yeah. Yeah. So I've missed out a lot of recent stuff, but that's good. No, I like that you're putting those skills to task here, and you did a really good job. So it's been a pleasure speaking with you.
You too, John. Thank you.
I look forward to seeing you at the happy hour.
Me too.
Cool. All right, we'll get a couple margaritas, por favor.
Okay.
All right. Thanks so much. I'll talk to you soon.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Okay, that's our episode. Thanks for watching and hope to see you at the AMM Happy Hour on October 14th. Bye.